Kumpi saa ensimmäisenä maalin, voittaa tämän sportin.
This is the quietest I've seen.
We do it! Deutschland!
Warning, the pregame show contains flashing lights, images, and loud sounds. Varoitus, alkushow sisältää liikkuvaa valoa ja kuvaa sekä voimakasta ääntä.
I heard that crack, yeah. Well, I didn't even do it that hard.
Innerhalb von einer Minute.
Come on, let's fucking go. Buzz, fly. Bro, let's fucking go. Hey, get down. Let's go. Bars and bars.
Team USA looks to keep its perfect roll going. 8-0 entering this game as it takes on Germany. In the second semifinal today, the winner will face Canada in the gold medal game tomorrow. And regardless of who wins this game, they'll be appearing in their first ever World Championship gold medal game since this format was unveiled back in 1992. The Germans have had some close calls. They began with 3 straight losses to open the tournament. The third was the Team USA. They led 2-1 after 2, but the Americans stormed back in the third period to win it. Germany then ran the table in the preliminary round and have now won 5 in a row. Connor Goche having a great tournament for Team USA with 7 goals in 8 games. And J.J. Peterka of the Buffalo Sabres with 5 goals in 8 games to pace the Germans, who were 4th 2 years ago, lost the bronze medal game to the United States, which has won 5 straight meetings against Germany at the World Championship. The last win for Germany came back in 2017. Nick Bonino, the captain for Team USA, and a longtime captain of the German national team, Moritz Müller, shaking hands with the officials, who are Jan Rybak from Czechia, Tobias Bjork from Sweden. And there is David Quinn behind the American bench for the second consecutive year. Also coached their team at the Olympic Games last year, the head coach of the San Jose Sharks in the NHL. Harold Kreis was a longtime player in the German league. First year as the head coach of the German World Championship team. He was an assistant coach in 2010, 11, and 12. So the United States, undefeated in the preliminary round for the first time in its history, will face a German team that so far has given it its toughest task.
Germany, I guess, is a surprise to be here, but it's not a shock. They've been very good in this tournament, played the good teams very tough. The fact that they got through Switzerland, not a huge shock. And the U.S., powered by their goaltending and their defense. 8 goals against in just 8 games.
Casey DeSmith sporting a .950 save percentage in this tournament. In his first IIHF tournament for Team USA, he's not alone in that. And Matthias Niederberger, the 30-year-old, plays for Munich in the German DEL. They went to the German League Championship Series this year. Has a .911 save percentage. He's got a 5-2 record. Germany's last medal in 1953, a silver. The United States won gold in the second World Championship back in 1933. Since then,
outside. Good, thank you.
7 bronze medals.
Okay, stakes down in the ice and the puck will come. Germany first, US step. Go, 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 go!
And there is the unmistakable Tobias Bjork, the Swedish referee. He's underway, a long-time international veteran. He's worked gold medal games at the Olympics and elsewhere. Christopher Eel works in now for Germany. Back at the point, Moritz Seider shoots, and it's a good stop there by DeSmith. Moritz Seider was kicked out of the German quarterfinal game against Switzerland. A 5-minute major in game misconduct for boarding, so they killed that off and survived without the #1 defenseman. It turns it over. Carter Mazur tries to swing that across, and Seider knocks that to the line. The addition of Seider, a huge boost for the Germans. Second year with the Detroit Red Wings, the Calder Trophy winner as the NHL Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. Tiffles plays that down, picked up by Henry Thrun. He missed the commencement ceremony at Harvard this weekend.
Not a bad thing to be doing instead of your commencement. Graduating with a double major from Harvard. Very impressive. Plus playing in the NHL. Oh, and the World Championships as well.
Rocco Grimaldi winding in for Team USA, trying to feed that back across the pass in front, score! Alex Tuck fires it home, and 1 minute and 11 seconds in, the United States has grabbed the lead.
What a beautiful sequence of passing that ends up with Alex Tuck slamming it home on the back door. The U.S. just snap it around, control breakout the neutral zone. Grimaldi attacks the middle, draws in a whole bunch of attention, and the Eastman cannot get to Alex Tuck on the far post. But it's Grimaldi who sets the table, gets it over to O'Connor, who finds Tuck, and it's just the speed and the precision of the passing, and that's an easy one for Tuck to tuck it home to open the scoring.
5th of the tournament for Alex Tuck, the Syracuse, New York native.
That's not what Germany was looking for. They wanted to hang even. They don't want to get chasing the game against this relentless defense of the U.S.
When you talk about, oh, there's a bad bounce in front, and that's tapped just wide. What a chance here for Michael Asimo, who's back in the U.S. lineup after serving a 1-game suspension for a kneeing penalty he took in their last round-robin game against Sweden. Almost a nightmare start for Germany there.
And you have 4 guys back. The thing is, you're in structure. It's a 3-on-4, and yet Grimaldi draws about 3 guys' attention, and pass, and it's an empty net. No chance for Niederberger either.
And then you get the bad bounce off the stanchion. So the Germans have to settle in a bit here. Coronado winds in, another Harvard man, Matthew Coronado, signed with Calgary at the end of his college season. Kicked back by Wojtek Stachowiak. Brought back up by Justin Schutz. And Schutz tries to send it out. It's knocked away by Patrick Brown. Coronado. And the Calgary Flames drops that back off. That's flipped wide by Sean Farrell. Bank back at the point. Here's Sandberg with it. Shoots, blocked by a skate in front. Little chance in front for Patrick Brown. And Farrell couldn't reach that loose puck. Sandberg fires out on goal and quickly gloved by Niederberger.
Alex Tuck jumped at the opportunity to play for the U.S. Chance to play with his brother, Luke Tuck, who's been here all tournament long, not playing in tonight's game, but he has that speed. If you don't get to him early, you're never going to catch Alex Tuck in a foot race. And a brilliant pass from O'Connor. Beastman had to stick there, but it just missed underneath it. And the U.S. off and running early. They've really steamrolled their way through this tournament so far.
There's a lot of astonishing things that happen in this tournament.
Yeah.
One of the most amazing, the United States is 0-11 in semifinal games.
That makes no sense whatsoever. They've had some good teams, lots of talent, lots of NHL players.
They're a power at the under 18s. They're a power at the World Junior Championship.
They're a top 4 team in the world at every level, really. But it's this collection of some minor league players, some college players.
Here's Cutter Gauthier in, shoots at the flex wide. Every player on this Team USA roster played college hockey. 9 of them played college hockey this year.
You know, I have an affinity for college hockey, as an alum myself.
Bowling Green salutes you. As banked back out to center ice. Here's Gauthier with it. Feeds that back in. Gauthier had a tremendous freshman year at Boston College. 16 goals in 32 games. Now drop back. Sturm in. Shoots. That's blocked. Rebound loose in front to Smith. Makes the stop. As there was some poking at the rebound.
And that is about
Sorby's got in there.
About as clean a 3-on-2 as you'll get against the Americans. Crazy bounce ends up with a clean effort, and Sturm tries to find a seam, just can't get it through all the pile. Gets it by Sandberg. Thinks it hits his own guy. Yeah, Sorby's in the backside. Does get on the rebound, close to it. You just don't get a lot of looks against America. You just do not get a lot of opportunities offensively.
They've outscored the opposition 37-8. And Grimaldi playing in his first IIHF tournament since the 2013 World Junior Championship.
And playing a very significant role with the team.
He won a goal with that star-studded squad that had John Gibson in goal, Seth Jones, Jake Trouba, Shane Goss's pair on defense, Johnny Gaudreau up front, JT Miller.
It's got 11 points in the tournament now. Right amongst the tournament leaders.
Jonas Müller plays it in, knocked down by Tuck, and a chance now for Grimaldi. With the Germans changing, Grimaldi shoots, scores! Rocco Grimaldi snaps it home, and it's 2-0 USA, less than 4 minutes in.
What a bullet by Grimaldi. Bad turnover, bad line change, and Tuck quickly counters it up. to Grimaldi, skates into it. He's not going to try to take this for a break. He's just timing it. And woo-hoo-hoo. Pinpoint accuracy right in the top corner.
And now tied for the tournament point lead with 2 points in this first period. He's got 12 in the tournament. Tied with Dominik Kubalik of Czechia.
I love this shot as a righty. Short side slapper right over the glove. Niederberger, who's not a big guy, 6 feet barely, maybe not even. Let's move up top, and Grimaldi makes him pay. What a shot.
A 30-year-old from Anaheim, California.
Assisted by 89.
What a start for Team USA. There's Perbix with it. Nick Perbix fires that back down to the German zone, and now they really have to regroup.
The only good news is that there's a lot of time left. But it just goes to show how clean you have to be against the U.S. Clean in your reads and your puck management.
Back at the point, that shot by Sandberg is stopped by Niederberger, and he'll hang on. Germans barely got by Switzerland in their quarterfinal game. They lost 3-1, but they were badly outplayed.
And it's just like that. Trying to make a play at the blue line, and
that puck didn't flutter one bit.
No, he caught it flush. It's sitting flat. It's early in the game, and he caught it perfectly. And I love the idea. Like, I'm not going to try to take it all the way in. I'm going to shoot this puck. I'm just going to wait to get as close as I can.
He scored 33 goals this year with 2 American Hockey League teams. Played in the NHL parts of 8 years, Florida, Colorado, and Nashville.
He's a prolific scorer in the American League every year that he's been down there.
5'6". And fair, a long shot knocked away by Niederberger. Loser of this game gets Latvia in the bronze medal game tomorrow, and they'll have their hands full with the Latvians, who have a lot to play for. And Sandberg tries to move that ahead. Farrell wrists it back down. He gets by Niederberger and back out. Germany advanced to the quarterfinals for the 4th straight year this year. They have not always been a lock to stay in the top division. They were relegated in 2005. As recently as that, they were relegated in 2015 from the World Junior Championship. Took 4 years to get back. And were relegated this year at the under 18s. Eel tries to slide that back in.
They do have a strong domestic league in Germany.
Very strong. And they've been working hard at it to try to make it better. And a thing called Power Play 2026 they began back in 2019. The idea to be competitive for a medal at the Olympics in Italy in 2026, and some hometown development. As that shot by Moritz Müller goes wide, the longtime captain in Cologne in the DEL in his 21st season there.
Former teammate of mine when I played in Cologne briefly.
Considering past Miss Soramis.
15 years ago, he was just a kid then.
So were you, I'm sure.
Well, I was 34.
Seider back with it. Moritz Seider. That pass turnover to Tuck. Grimaldi coming back in, but it's taken away by Seider. Picked off by Tuck. Shoots, and Niederberger makes the stop. He's seen enough of this line. They've accounted for both American goals. A 2-0 lead here in the first. .20 to go here in the opening period. The United States with an early 2-0 lead. And that shot was blocked. Another chance tapped wide by Isamon. Back in the corner with it. Marcel Noble's trying to dig that free. And Isamon moved it back and now swung back to Connor Mackey. And center ice he goes. Isamon drops it off to Drew O'Connor. Shoots. That floats just wide. And Nobles comes back the other way. Nobles drops it in the high slot. And that's Fischbach trying to drop it for Wagner. Back comes the U.S. the other way. Connor Garland works it back in. Centers it, and O'Connor couldn't quite reach that. Shots are 6-1 in favor of the United States. Here's Garland with it. Connor Garland. Rung back around. Picked up by Lane Hudson. Hudson down to Asimon. Shoots from a sharp angle. That goes wide. Sandberg back with it. Avoids that discarded stick. Slides it back to Brown. Patrick Brown shoots. No traffic there, and Niederberger makes the glove save.
And with this excellent start, led by Rocco Grimaldi, now tied with Dominic Kubalik at points. TJ Tynan, another guy who played a lot in the minors, is right there as well. Now the U.S. can just settle right in, roll their lines, just kind of grind this game down exactly the way they want to. U.S. love to switch sides in the offensive zone faceoff. Farrell Hill, if he catches it, will walk and try to shoot.
Face-off won by Brown. Back for Sandberg. And Sandberg shoots. That got through. Niederberger knocked that away. Picked up by Stahoviak. Pump back down to the American zone to Smith. Shoots it across to Hudson. Montreal's second-round pick in 2022. Bronze medal at the World Junior Championship this year. Here Shoots with it. Shoots. Up at Tuomi, who slides that back down to the American zone, where the ice is largely undisturbed. Stahoviak has a takeaway by Gauthier. Flipped back ahead by Tynan. Who won back-to-back American Hockey League MVP awards in 2021 and 22. Here's Tynan back with it. Has some time. Walks right in. Drops it off. Perunovic at the side of the goal. He goes to Mazer. And that's taken away by J.J. Peterka of the Buffalo Sabres. Poke check needed there by Perunovic. And away comes Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier shoots, and Niederberger to stop on him.
Cutter Gauthier once again. Another shot on net. This previous chance. Patrick Brown wins the faceoff, gets to the front of the net, and standing alone, able to get a tip on that puck. Another missed assignment in front of the net for Germany. Eastman, Stahoviak, you gotta talk it out, identify, and each take a man.
Moritz Müller plays that back, but racing back is Nick Bonino, the American captain, to play it back in. Bonino playing his third World Championship. And here's Tuck back with it. Back into the German zone as Moritz Müller goes back. Playing his 84th World Championship game. Gloved in for DeSmith. He'll hang on to that as Dominic Kuhn came in for a look. And plays called. 10:37 to go. And any thought of Germany lengthening out this game and grinding it out has kind of gone out the window, hasn't it?
It has, absolutely. And Germany just trying to find traction in the game. We have one shot on net. Haven't got to the offensive zone. But like most teams who play against the States, they just can't pass the puck up the ice. The U.S. is just on them too quickly defensively.
Jonas Müller walks in and shoots. It goes off the leg of Drew O'Connor. The Americans had their training camp in Munich, Germany, and from the outset, Coach David Quinn felt like they had tons of speed, that they could play fast and they could skate fast. They made the point that those are two different things.
Playing fast involves thinking the play, reading the play, moving the puck, not just moving your feet. But that means defensively as well. They can apply that speed to be effective.
That shot flutters wide as Peterka goes after it. Back at the point, Jonas Müller, no relation to Moritz. Cahoon feeds it across, and that shot by Wisman goes wide and right back out to center ice. Peterka. One of 9 Germans who played in the NHL this year. Led by Leon Draisaitl, who is once again number 2 in NHL points. Tim Stützle also top 20 in scoring this year in the NHL with a 90-point year. Now a centering pass just missed the intended target as he tried to find Farrell. Clement sends that back in front. That's knocked away. Clement moves up from his blue line spot.
Everyone's been watching Lane Hudson go to work, who is dynamic on the offensive blue line, and all the defensemen now for Team USA are very aggressive.
Nico Sturm got dumped at center ice. A penalty coming to Team USA. And so Germany down 2 gets an early power play. 9:27 to go here in the opening period, and a tripping call to Team USA's Patrick Brown sends the Germans to their first power play. They're 5 for 22 on the man advantage.
Watch out for Gavanka 9, can absolutely hammer the puck.
Winnipeg Jets draft pick. Plays that back. Wiesmann back to Gavanka, shoots, and Sandberg got a piece of that to deflect it wide. Nobles slides it back across. Kai Wiesmann back to Gavanka, walks in and fires again and again. A Team USA stick got in the way. That time it was Sean Farrell. And the puck goes by Wiesmann. A race for it now as Farrell comes barreling in shorthanded. Picked up now by Maximilian Kastner. Up to center right to Gavanka. Gavanka scored 20 goals this year for the Manitoba Moose in the American Hockey League. Another big goal scoring year for him. He spent 3 years in Cape Breton in the Quebec League, but he's coming back to Germany next year, going to play in Mannheim. Sturm bumped off the puck. Here's Gavanka with it. Back to Sturm, throws it to the side of the goal, and Casey DeSmith with the blocker hand grabs that. O'Connor spilled Kastner at the side of the goal.
And part of any game plan against the U.S. would be to try to take advantage of any power play opportunities you get. Patrick Brown had gone off for tripping here, gets his knee out on Sturm. And when you try to hit guys going forward, if you don't time it perfectly, you'll pick up penalties, as Patrick Brown did. But like everything else for the U.S., the PK has been pretty effective, 15 of 18 coming into tonight's game.
Run to the line, but not out. Kept alive there by Daniel Fischbach. Peterka for Tiffels. Ludwig Tiffels. Plays for Munich in the DEL. Banks that back. Cahoon with it. Dominic Cahoon. Here's Sider. Shoots. That goes wide. Peterka back with it. Here's Peterka again. Back to Sider. For Peterka. Winds it back. Sider in. Fires. That's stopped in tight by DeSmith. Peterka sends it back across. That's knocked away by Benino. Tiffels. Back to Sider with time. Moritz Sider. Snaps it back across for Cahoon. Fischbach, a quick shot there. Scores! It sneaks through DeSmith. And Germany's grabbed a lead here. DeSmith is looking back at the official like his pad might have been pushed in.
That's really good movement on the power play that ends up with Fischbach with a shot. And he gets a lot on the one-timer. They work it around. Good time. He pops as soon as the puck goes down. And the question is, there's Henry Thrun trying to shove Tiffels out of the way. And he just sort of leans into it. But there's nothing wrong so far here. Tiffels actually going to get credit for this puck. Oh, there it is. It is the heels of Tiffels nudging the pad of DeSmith. They forces the puck to go in, but it's Henry Thrun that is pushing Tiffels into the goaltender. The U.S. will take a long look at this, but I think Tiffels is going to end up with his goal. Looks to me like he got a piece of this puck right in front.
And it looks like the U.S. will not challenge this, and so
Tiffels was standing still, and then the reason why he started moving towards the net is he's getting pushed by the American defender. So not going to risk another power play.
So the Germans got a spark they need on just their third shot of the period.
Had to have it. We'll take another look to see if Tiffels did get a piece of it or it just caused a disturbance in front.
Eel trying to knock that out, stolen away and fired back in by Tuck as this line goes back to work. Coronado has it stripped away by Eel. Up ahead for Sormy, he's bouncing puck at center ice and Tuck back on it. Again, Germany had a 2-1 lead in the opening round meeting. The U.S. blew it open in the second period for a 3-2 win. As Tuck swings back. Alex Tuck just a monster season for the Buffalo Sabres this year. Lead pass kicked ahead for Tuck, who brings a lot to the table. 6'4", 215 pounds, and can fly.
Used to be the best third-line player in the league in Vegas. Then he became a top-flight first-line player in Buffalo.
Mazur. Rink wide to Tynan. Tynan goes down to Gauthier. Picked off by Jonas Miller. Long lead pass for Schutz. That misfired, and the face-off coming back down to the German zone.
Yeah, but this goal just keeps the Germans in touch. And that definitely hits a stick in front. It feels like it's Tiffels.
He just kind of rattles around in his pads.
Shoves it off his own left knee over the goal line. Slow developing, and good on the official for not blowing the whistle down.
Herbix risks that down. Tynan lays that back for Hudson. And Visman was bowled over there by Mazur. And the puck stolen back by Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier. Bounces that back down. Tynan goes after it. Jonas Muller stepped into him. Visman comes in as well. Inside 6 to go here in the opening period. 2-1 the U.S. leads. And a race for it now. Shoots along with Twomey. Hudson flips that rink wide. Back to pick it up is Fabio Wagner. Long-time captain in Ingolstadt in the German league. Marcel Nobles with it. Berlin and Munich played in the German league final series this year. Won by Berlin. No surprise there. They've shared 7 of the last 8 DEL championships. The two powerhouses in that league in terms of talent and resources. Mannheim another. Grimaldi picks that out. Germany was awarded the 2027 World Championship this week for Mannheim and Dusseldorf. Here's Grimaldi with it. Rocco Grimaldi winds in. Feeds that down to Asimov. Asimov throws it back across to front. That long drive goes wide. Asimov pivots back and throws that down to O'Connor. The pass eludes him. Sandberg back with it. Dylan Sandberg throws that rink wide. Front steps up and fires from a sharp angle that went off the foot of Moritz Müller. He was shaking bees out of his boot there. Nobles snaps that long pass ahead for Peterka, but it's knocked down by Clevin. Up end to Patrick Brown. Flips that wide of the goal. Sider comes back. The line's there with Brown. And the puck loose in the corner. Goes to Peterka. And a great wave of young German players. It includes Tim Stutzle in Ottawa. Lucas Reichel in Chicago. And here's Sider with it. He's 22 years of age. Big hit there by Clevin into Sturm. Peterka picks up the loose puck. For Sturm, walking in, feeds it back. Score! Maximilian Suber has tied the game. Just like that.
Better go grab that puck. I think that's the first ever goal for Maximilian Suber. The defenseman sneaking in. And looked like a proven goal scorer. What a play by Sturm. He takes the heavy hit, gets right back involved, and goes to the open ice and makes a beautiful feed through traffic to Zuber. Catch on the forehand, find the top corner, get it up there.
Wow.
And he puts it right in around the post.
His World Championship debut this year for Germany. He had 3 goals for Munich this year. He's a defensive defenseman. That's a big one for Germany to tie the game at 2.
What a rally for Germany.
2 goals on 4 shots.
Felt like they were on the verge of getting blown right out of this game early.
Right.
Now they're right back in it.
Back comes Garland. Connor Garland throws that towards the goal, steered by Niederberger. Perfect. Sider got spilled in front. Knocked back to Garland. Connor Garland pivots back. Center that goes right back to the point. The Pervix walks in and shoots. That was blocked. Moritz Miller knocks that to the corner. Bonino knocks it back to Tuck with a sharp angle drive. Kicked up by Niederberger. Garland got flattened in front. And Soromis winds in. Squeezed off the puck there by Pervix. One thing about the Germans in these tournaments, they will play together and stick together. A lot of them know each other well. They play in tournaments during the regular season, international breaks.
So many of them repeat national team members as well. So a lot of camaraderie. And
there's a hit by Stahoviak at the line on Sandberg. It's going to be a penalty to Germany.
Not a lot of body there, but not enough.
USA to the power play and a 2-2 tie. Team USA to the power play as Stahoviak is called for tripping. U.S. power play is 6 for 19 in the tournament. Germans haven't been short-handed very often. Just 3 power play goals allowed and 15 opposition attempts coming in. 2.5 to go here in the opening period. Tuck lost the handle. In comes shoots. Short-handed poke check there by Alex Tuck. And Tuck now a penalty coming to Team USA as Tuck got a stick in there on shoots. And that's going to do it for the American power play.
Waste as much time as you can right now. Leave it back there.
That'll elongate your power play at the end of this. Tuomi spins back and away.
Now you are in your own end, so be mindful, but the glove pass, they didn't blow down. Ooh. Get the heel of your stick in front of that one.
Slip back and finally the U.S. touches up Hudson with it. And that burned about 40 seconds off the clock. And so with 56 seconds to go in the American penalty, Tuck will go off.
The bobbling puck here skips over Tuck's stick, and it looks like shoots might be right in. But the long stick of Tuck turns aside the chance, but a little grasp on the arm in the corner. And Tuck thinks he's getting chicken wing. He thinks he's getting his arm pinned by shoots. But the call's made, and so we have 56 seconds. 4-on-4.
Tuck has some German lineage. His grandfather moved to the U.S. as a teenager. By the way, they've changed the first German goal 2 tiffles on the deflection of the Fishbook shot.
I made the call.
You right away. You're on it right away. If that ever happened to you, you'd have gone to court for an injunction.
Get me started. He scoring lead, tossing on a tip.
Knocked down by Henry Thrudley, Southborough, Massachusetts native. Slapped into Grimaldi, winding in. He shoots. That's blocked. And Grimaldi back on. It's a 4-on-4 here for another 30 seconds. And taken down was Peterka. Another penalty coming to Team USA. Peterka tripped up there by Grimaldi. And so Germany will get the power play, and in 26 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3.
This is the speed of Germany doing to the U.S. what the U.S. does to their opponents. Gets a turnover, chip into space, and he's going to fly by Grimaldi inside, and that's not really a body check, that's a foot check. Knocking down Peterka. And so could you imagine, after the first 5 minutes, that the Germans could be in a position to take the lead before the end of the first period? The Americans have given up 8 goals in 8 games coming into today's game.
Dribbling the face-off back too cleanly. Sider back to pick it up. So this is 4-on-3 on the power play for the next 18 seconds or so. Cahoon drops it off to Peterka. Back for Sider. Lawrence Sider sets it up. Walks in, fires, that goes wide. Stern back with it. Around to Peterka. Sider. Peterka. Sider. Back across. Cahoon drove that wide. Up comes Sahoviak for the penalty box. Now a 5-on-3. Long shot by Sider, and the rebound cleared away by Benino.
Gavanka come out of the bench for the change. He'll obviously be a shooter if he can be.
Winding in is Dominic Cahoon. Spent 4 years in the NHL with 3 teams. Nobles drops that back. Sider pokes it back ahead. At the point, held by Peterka. Ian fires, deflected puck in front, knocked away by DeSmith. At the point, here's Sider. Sider winds in, feeds across. Gavanka shoots at the side of the goal. Nobles back to Gavanka. Sider back across, and time expires here at the end of the first period. There'll be 21 seconds of 5-on-3 to carry over into the second period. A 2-2 tie here after 1.
We're in for a game now. Germans are reinvigorated, taking advantage of their opportunities. This close call late on the carom. It's Casey DeSmith to make a good save. Germany will be feeling great about the fact that they're out of the first period tied.
Second semifinal underway here in Tampere, Finland, of the 2023 World Championship.
Okay, sticks down in the ice and the puck will come. Germany first, US stand. Go, 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 go!
Hey buddy, calm down, play smart, okay? Don't use stick.
Hey, buddy, play smart, play smart.
Good. No, boys. No. Whistle has blown, boys. Good. Thank you. Puck, boys. Good job.
Hey, go, Chris. Good job, buddy.
No. Good.
Hey, stop. Hey, number 10.
Good. Stick on stick. Good job.
No.
Scored by number 95, Frederick Dippels, assisted by...
Yeah, who hold him?
One more, guys. Thank you.
Rocco Grimaldi with a goal and an assist in that opening period has moved to a tie for the tournament point lead, and it looked like it was going to be all Team USA in the early going, but back came Germany late in the period. A big goal from Maximilian Suber, a 20-year-old who played in the last 2 World Junior Championships, 21 and 22 for Team Germany, and Alex Tuck and Grimaldi in the box to start this second period of 5-on-3 for Germany. And here's a question for you on the rules. When a power play starts, it starts in the offensive zone. But if you start the period on the power play, the face-off's at center ice. There has been some talk about starting this face-off in the offensive zone.
That would make sense to help for the same reason why you start in the offensive zone during the course of play. The traditionalists kind of like the opening face-off of the period to be at center ice. That would be a change, but we'll see. And change for Casey DeSmith. 2 goals against the game. Been so good throughout this tournament. Came into the game with a .950 save percentage. We see Niederberger off to the rocky start, but settled in, as did Germany. And a real opportunity here. 21 seconds, 5-on-3. 52 seconds of power play time to start the period for Germany.
Defense, despite enhanced safety measures at the facility, please be aware of safety.
Brought across the line by a Fish Book, who was a central figure for Germany in the first period. Now Seider, who played nearly half that first period, drops it back. Seider winds back. First penalty's over as Tuck steps back on. Seider shoots and put that just wide. And Peterka races back. Tuck was right in behind him for a short-handed break.
You know how fast Tuck is. He's in practice every day.
Peterka fires. DeSmith the save. Rebound loose in front. DeSmith is down and freezes that puck. A late poke there for Peterka, but Casey DeSmith has it.
The pull by Fishbook almost got this puck out of the pile and into the open ice. Big toe drag here, and DeSmith, that's a good reach with the pad to keep the bottom of the net away. And you look at it here. It's so easy to just want to ram that puck back into the net if you're Fishbook, just stuff it back into the pile, but he tries to pull it out and create some space for the opportunity.
Puts it back down the ice with time winding down and the Grimaldi penalty. So the U.S. survives a long German power play, including a 5-on-3 as Grimaldi steps back on. Marcel Nobles drops it off Fishbook. Quick wide pass. And Costner couldn't quite hold back. This man moves up. It's knocked away from him. Back down the ice. Icing called against Team USA.
Good job by the Killers for USA. Get through the 5-on-3 and start the period. Sean Farrell, who is getting a penalty killing opportunity here, which I think for an offensive guy, big time scorer, other options available, that he gets that responsibility is a good sign for him, for Montreal Canadiens.
In the 4th round in 2020, played the Olympics last year for Team USA, and off the draw, that's hammered wide by Fishbook. Nobles trying to pick that free. Knocked down by O'Connor, flips that back down to the German zone. Icing again called against Team USA, and this is the kind of game Germany wants this to be.
If he can. Tiffels eventually gets credit for this first goal. Standing in front, tied up with the defenseman. The puck just hits his stick. What he does so well is not run into the goaltender, and then Zuber with a super shot. Top corner for the defenseman to even things up.
6th round pick of Arizona in the 2022 draft.
We had the Arizona brain trust, Shane Doan and Andre Tourigny watching him in the first period very closely.
Canada's semifinal win over Latvia earlier today. Boy, the U.S. called for icing again here to start the second period.
And for the U.S., you know, some adversity. They've made it look very comfortable for most of the tournament.
You saw Dave Quinn, their coach there. The United States won a gold medal in 1933 World Championship, the second one ever held, coached by Walter Brown. Dave Quinn grew up playing in Walter Brown Arena. Here's Seider with a quick chance, short side, and it's knocked away by DeSmith. Seider spins and shoots again, it goes off a leg.
Someone must have watched Jack Quinn in the other semifinal.
Miller shoots, that goes wide. We've seen lots of shots from below the goal line. and attempts, and some have gone in. Moritz Miller knocks Connor Carlin off the puck as Benino goes after it. Eel sends that break wide for Moritz Miller. Round robin game was a 3-2 win for the U.S. They trailed 2-1 after 2. Sider drops that back, and that long shot taken by Smith. And as dominant as the United States has been in this tournament, they've trailed in 4 of their 8 games so far.
Here you see Sider trying to go that short side. He brings that off the ears and off the crossbar.
Wow.
That got behind to Smith, right off the ear, and off the crossbar and out. The fortunate break.
Old school goalies will ask, why are you down there? The same thing on the Quinn goal from the corner earlier today.
The new school goalies say, because I have to get ready to be, to slide, push and slide across the front of the net. Interesting debate.
Oviak plays that back. It's intercepted by Tynan, but the play's offside at the German line. And this has been a crawling start to the second period.
Which probably doesn't mind, doesn't bother Germany. Lack of pace or just a choppy game slows the Americans down.
7 countries have played in gold medal games at the World Championships since this format was instituted back in 1992. These 2 are not among them. One will make its first ever appearance in the gold medal game under this format. And face Canada playing the gold medal game for the 7th time in the last 8 tournaments. Walking in, Mazur shoots, and that's knocked away by Niederberger. Tynan drops that back. Brunovich flips that back down to Tynan. For Brunovich walking in, feeds it across, and Mazur couldn't get a shot away. Mazur got tangled up with the official there. Connor Mackey plays it back in to Mazur. Goes to Hoviak. Plays it back down to the American zone. Sandberg back, and icing called against the Germans.
The U.S. getting back to work in the offensive zone. They really have to settle themselves. Give up a couple goals. They're still in a good spot, tied in the game. They just get back to be playing in the offensive zone. That puck pursuit pressure game that has served them so well. And also, they roll their lines. So when they have a chance to use their depth and the depth of their speed, serves them well.
Alex Tuck in the corner with it. As to Hoviak, born in Gdansk, Poland. Immigrated to the German area as a youngster. That centering pass for Tuck rolled off his stick. As Hoviak stays with him.
Bad line change. Almost had Tuck in alone.
Move back down to the American zone.
Well, maybe another icing.
Marco Tuomi trying to work that free for Germany. Sends it back in front and just missed Peterka with that pass. Move back in. Coronado back for Hudson. Feeds it across. Grimaldi centers it. Scores! Banks it in off Niederberger, and the United States has taken the lead.
The Germans got caught with 2 tired forwards trying to get in on the forecheck when they should have been going for a change. And when the puck turns over, it's a 4-on-3. And Grimaldi ends up putting this one in off the stick of Cahoon. In between the legs of Niederberger. Where Grimaldi celebrates, but right now the German bench reacting like that did not go in. It's in between the legs on the back left heel. And this will be the picture right here.
On the line, on the line. That didn't cross the line.
That is no goal.
Wow.
That is no goal. And the referee, I think, was reacting more to Grimaldi's reaction.
Right.
He thought it went in. He had his hands in the air, assuming it was going to trickle across. And Niederberger scraped that out. This will take that one look. They should look at it one time, and we'll be back playing, tied 2-2 again.
Harold Kreis, the German coach, almost jumped onto the ice.
Whatever you got to do, throw a bunch of sticks on the ice. Anything, towels, some change, anything to get a whistle. And Niederberger almost undone by the tip from Cahoon, but fortunately, I mean, this could go in a million different ways, but
it's got to be completely over the line.
It's absolutely not in any.
My goodness.
That one look is all it takes. Show the referees that look, and that should take 7 seconds, and that will be the result. No goal.
Wow.
Wow. And the other part of when you react that way about the goal going in, nobody else goes to look for a rebound. No one tries to poke it in any further.
Right.
Because everyone's like, oh, we're good.
Was loose, right? That was.
Whereas, you know, maybe you go diving in there and find a rebound or scrape it off the line yourself, but decision made, no goal coming up. Germany stays tied at 2.
Tobias Bjork of Sweden and Jan Rybak of Czechia are the referees, and here is Rybak with the call.
After video review, goal on the ice is overturned. The puck wasn't across completely the goal line. No goal.
So Rocco.
It feels important for Germany to stay tied as long as possible. I feel like they're in the game, in control of the game. They really haven't been, other than a couple minutes at the end of the first.
Eyssimont spins that back for O'Connor. To the point it goes to Mackey. Connor Mackey with a long drive, punched away by Niederberger. And now Peterka almost corralled that lead pass.
And he's a little touch there. Give me a touch from Tiffels. Throw it out to the far blue line. Don't have to get it to his skate, his stick exactly. Let him skate into it. That's got to be the 7th icing.
There's been a lot
in the first 4.5 minutes of this period by both teams.
The penultimate day of the 2023 World Hockey Championship. Next year will be in Prague and Ostrava in the Czech Republic, or in Czechia, my apologies. Next year, Great Britain and Poland come up. And Slovenia and Hungary were relegated this year. Bouncing puck in the corner, picked out by O'Connor. Back at the point is Hudson. Bobbing and weaving. That shot goes off the leg. Now Frederick Tiffels. Garland plays it back in. And Wiesman goes back. For the Providence Bruins of the American League this year after being signed as a free agent by Boston. Here's Wiesman with it. Gathered back up by Clevin. Tyler Clevin comes barreling in and shoots. He hammered that just wide. It skips off the glass. Up and out of play.
Germany's got to clean up their line changes. They got caught again. Second period, longer line change. The forwards all go off. Clevin recognizes I'm going to get up going offensively. Joins the rush. Manage your situations against the speedy team.
We've seen it a lot in this tournament, teams getting caught in line changes. It feels like, well, the benches are far apart in both rinks. In Riga, Latvia, and here in Tampere. It's a bit of a longer trip. Noble sweeps that back down to the U.S. zone as Brunovich goes back. Scott Brunovich from Hibbing, Minnesota. Has that knocked away, picked up by Marcel Nobles. At the point, Gavanka plays it across. Wagner lifted that one. It's on the back of the net for Fishbook. Wagner for Gavanka, allows to shoot. He does. And the Smith knocks that off the glass. Gavanka kept that alive. Now fed back. Wagner, long shot and a pad save made there by the Smith on the deflection. In comes Farrell. Farrell in the corner with it, rings that back around. Tuck. Banks it back down to Benino. Wagner took that away. Mackey swings that back to Thrun. He fired and that knocked down Gavanka. At the side of the goal, still loose. Gavanka shovels that back into Niederberger, and that really took a bite out of Leon Gavanka. 2-2 the score here, 13:30 to go in the second.
se on jääpuhdistuksesta huolehtiva Snow Team. Ja tämä tiimin vapaaehtoisesti valitaan Justus, joka on esimerkillinen ja reikas tekijä ja hoitaa työnsä viimeisen päälle. Kiitos Justus ja kaikki muut vapaaehtoiset. Thank you Justus and another one. Cheers.
Six and a half gone here in the second period. The United States stormed out to a 2-0 lead in this game less than 4 minutes in. And we're all over Germany. And the Germans pecked away at it. It's a 2-2 tie here in the second. Oh, now by Nico Sturm. That shot deflects wide. Sturm back on it. 14 goals this year for San Jose. Won the cup last year with Colorado. That long drive deflects wide. Off the stick of Moritz Müller. Sormi. That pass back was deflected away by Tuck. Here comes Grimaldi with it again. Grimaldi drops it back. Bonino hammers that wide. And Müller leaves that for Sturm, trying to lift it out, and that shot lifted wide by Bonino. Here's Grimaldi. Lays it back down to Tuck. Squeezed there by Moritz Müller. That back across to Hudson. Lane Hudson swings it back across, and Goche hammered that puck. Niederberger makes the save. Moritz Seider. Got to poke that ahead. Now finally does move it to center ice. Cutter Goche, 5th overall to Philadelphia in last year's NHL draft. Moves it across the line. 1-on-4. That's poked away by Soramis. Lead pass to Sturm, needs a change and chips that back down to the American zone. Lane Hudson looks ahead to O'Connor, and Jonas Müller back to pick it up. Wiesmann to Tiffels. Chip back to Cahoon, winding in, trying to thread that pass after Peterka just missed. And now Asimov back with it. Asimov in the glove of Niederberger, hangs on to that. Took a little poke there from Mazer on the way by, and Niederberger didn't like that very much.
Rarely do. Here's Vanker. Shot that clips off Perunovic's. Oh, it's his dangling hand. It's almost tucked in. It catches right on the fingertips of his left glove. And a really tough save. Almost a fortunate carom off the pad of DeSmith. Been a few of those for DeSmith. Not a lot of clean stuff in front of him. The first goal was a deflection. Bouncing around on their way into the goal.
And you also think that's what Germany wants, right? That's,
of course.
That's what they have to create. The puck rolls wide, icing called against the Germans.
I think some of Germany's best players with the puck are on the back end. Seider, of course, but Gavanka as well. Point shots, rebound, traffic. It's a simple formula, but it's an effective one. Especially you don't want to make a lot of high-risk plays into the slot. That could go the other way.
O'Connor for the face-off against Wojciech Stachowiak. Bounces back down to Wiesmann. That pass picked up by Garland for the moment, but now shoots, chips it back to center ice. Garland slides out ahead. Tuomi can't move it ahead as he's bottled up by Garland. Asimov flips it across to O'Connor. O'Connor centers on Asimov. Great chance. Oh, rebound, score! Niederberger, 2 good stops, but Michael Asimov taps it home, and the United States does have a 3-2 lead.
Well done to stay with it for Asimov. The first save was a tremendous one by Niederberger, but Asimov stays with it. Niederberger out of the net and caught on a quick transition play. But Wiesmann is having a tough game for Germany. Being caught up ice, caught out of position. The foot speed's an issue. And there's a great first save, but
almost on the second one, too.
Yeah, but when you slide to try to defend, you also take yourself out of the next play. And oh, he did stop the second one. And a third one rolled underneath the glove.
Asimov from suburban Denver.
23, Michael Asimov.
Split this year between 3 NHL teams, Winnipeg, San Jose, and Tampa. Waivers to Winnipeg. For Winnipeg to San Jose, then traded to the Lightning. So the one-game suspension in the quarterfinal.
Yes.
For a kneeing incident in the last preliminary round game against Sweden. So Asimo as his first of this tournament, his first in a Team USA jersey.
Number 6, Eastmont tries to step up, doesn't get the puck, and then he's beat back to the net. And on the third attempt, Asimo tucks it home.
Here is Clevin. Moves up to center ice. Kastner back with it. Across to Seider. Lawrence Miller. Back across to Seider. Up into Nobles. Slides that back down to the Americans as they approach the midway point of the second period. The shots are just 16-13 in favor of the U.S. Eel. Swings that down to Kastner. Maximilian Kastner. In for Marcel Nobles. That puck is poked away, and Niederberger way out to play with Farrell barreling in on him. And Gavanka throws that right back in front. And careful with that was Maximilian Zuber. Knocked down by Farrell and zoops it right back into the German zone. Gavanka. For Eel. Chips that back to center ice. Perbix has it back for Team USA. Slides that back down to the German zone as Zuber goes back. Brown. Tied up by Soromese. Gavanka had the stick knocked out of his hands. He wants a penalty to be called.
Hold on your stick tighter.
Perbix shoots. He hammered that wide. Mackey. Coronado got spun around there. And a penalty coming out to the Germans. It'll be Sturm who goes off for hooking on Coronado. 9:18 to go in the second. Remaining here in the second period, and Nico Sturm has got off for holding. So the United States is back on the power play here. Face-off was won by Kastner. And Lawrence Miller, who's killed more than his share of penalties in his time in the German national team uniform, sends it down. Gauthier has to pivot back, swings that back across to Benino. Slashing through his tuck. He was poke checked there by Kastner.
If Kastner doesn't get him, he's in alone.
Tuck. Up for Tynan. Back to Benino. Lawrence Miller tied up. Kastner on it. A bouncing puck thrown back by Gauthier. Goes right back down in the American zone. Brunovich lost the puck as it was stolen by Schutz. And Schutz goes back in the corner for Soromese. He does have a short-handed goal against the United States in the round-robin game. 2 total in the tournament. Jonas Muller couldn't get by Garland on the first attempt. Now goes back at the point. Coronado slides that back, but miscommunication there, and the puck goes back down to the American line. 45 seconds to go in this Team USA power play. Garland back with it. To Hudson. Lane Hudson.
And pull the puck outside for a second, allow his player to clear. Smart player, Hudson.
Up back down the ice by Soramis as Grimaldi's back to pick it up. For Garland. And there is Lane Hudson. Garland moves in. Garland drops that back to Hudson. Rossi goes and walking in. Coronado has shot pinballs around in front. And the Germans bust out shorthanded. And across the line is Tuomi. That shot was blocked in front as Sturm steps back on. One shot for the U.S. on that power play. Still a 3-2 lead here with just over 7 to go in the second period. Sider. That pass deflected away by Coronado, and Moritz Muller back to pick it up. Sider. Or is that the center ice? And a long shooting glove down by Niederberger to Sider. He's been named the Swedish League Defenseman of the Year, the top defenseman in this tournament, the top rookie of the NHL. He's 22.
He's pretty good. He's tough. He likes the contact. He likes when it gets a little greasy.
Lead pass misses Sider. Icing call on the play. And some people were critical in Detroit when the Red Wings took him 6th overall in that draft.
Somehow it was a bit of a reach from where he was projected.
Well,
good call.
Those critics owe Steve Yzerman and the Red Wings staff an apology because he's been a tremendous pick for them.
You rarely revisit the ones where the critics were all wrong and the team get it right. We just like to poke at the ones where the team gets it wrong.
Yeah.
They got that one right big time.
Back at the point of Sandberg, drops that back. Mackey, a long drive, kicked away by Niederberger. Connor Mackey traded by Calgary to Arizona at the deadline.
It's a good start to be if you're a young player trying to establish yourself in the NHL.
Brought up by Tiffels. Up ahead to Cahoon. Dominic Cahoon pivots back. Both teams are changing Cahoon. Spins that back, or tried to, was knocked down by Tuck. And the puck was hit off the curve stanchion. 5:59 to go in the second period. Team USA a 3-2 lead here on. Inside 6 to go here in the second period. A hard-fought game between Team USA and Germany. The Germans gave the U.S. their toughest test in the preliminary round of the tournament. It was a 3-2 USA win. The Germans had a 2-1 lead in the third. Bump back down the ice by Team USA. Another icing call here in the second.
With all these icings, at some point you'd like to think that there'd be a face-off won and a chance generated from a lost face-off, because there has been a dozen equally split between U.S. and Germany.
Just past 7:30 local time here in Tampere, Finland.
Game's 2 hours earlier than usual.
Yeah.
So that there's a greater chance to rest, because the loser of this game has to turn around and play pretty quickly tomorrow.
Right.
In the bronze medal game.
The bronze medal game is
3 local.
Yeah.
Although the recovery for the bronze game is not really physical. It's emotional.
I mean, you know, it depends on your point of view, but certainly for the Latvians, there's a lot to play for tomorrow. First ever medal at an IIHF event, top level event. And the other thing for Latvia is their improved performance here.
There's the world rankings.
The world rankings are set for the next Olympics after this tournament. Might get them out of Olympic qualifying, which would be huge.
At the expense of, I wonder,
Slovakia. There's a lot of ifs in that whole equation. What do they do with Russia? As Cutter Gauthier moves in, that shot deflected wide by Wiesmann. Here's Tiffels back on it. And staying out of that Olympic Games qualification tournament, that suit would be a huge benefit for Latvia. Inside 5 to go here in the second. This thing's turning into a mud wrestling match here in the second period. As Thrun shoots at the flex wide, picked up by Tiffels. He's got a man flying ahead, Peterka, and the pass just out of his reach.
Twice Tiffels, a little touch would be nice for Peterka leaking out.
Wiesmann back in the corner for Tiffels. That pass skipped away from him. Stepping up is Jonas Müller. The Hoon shot was blocked. Asamoah feeds that in for Garland. He's got O'Connor with him. Garland fires at the flex wide. Garland back to O'Connor. Up there by Wiesmann. And Jonas Müller slides out ahead to Frederick Tiffels. Snaps that rink wide to Peterka. Peterka back after it. Here's Sandberg. Hooked around by Farrell. And Sider trying to chip at that. Now centered, and the shot deflected wide from Farrell as Lawrence Müller got a stick on it. Sider upper end for Eel. He's got Nico Stern with him. Flip back down to the American zone as Eel goes on the hunt for it. Ridden off the puck by Sandberg. Patrick Brown sweeps up for Farrell. Knocked away from Coronado, and now Coronado in the middle of an American line change. And squeezed there by Sturm. Here's Sider back with it. Grimaldi feeds that back. Here's Benito. Poke check by Sider. Threads that pass ahead for Sturm. Eel. Bottle up at center ice, and Gavanka's back with it. Back across to Sider. Inside 3 to go here in the second. Chipped back down by Stahoviak, and that's icing called against Germany. And arguing that call is Parker Twomey.
Twomey thought he was going to win that race, but was not. Maybe you're Germany here. 2:49 left in the clock. Second period, you're down just by 1. You haven't got a lot going here in the second period. 6 shots on net, but you're still within striking distance. Heading into the third period, it's a very good opponent. You could be worse off. That's what you talk yourself into.
Yeah, no, I mean,
we're fine here. 1 shot, 1 bounce, 1 break.
The way this looked 5 minutes in, looking they might get lapped in this game. Move back down by Perbix. Sider back out there, taps it back across to Gavanka. For Schutz. And Schutz moves in, muscled off the puck by Bacchia. Stahoviak brings it back, the long shot by Gavanka. Save made by DeSmith. Trying to throw that back in front was Twomey. Stahoviak. Drops it back, Gavanka. Lead pass by Schutz. Shoveled back in by Stahoviak. Twomey threads that back. Super long shot that was chipped wide on the deflection by Stahoviak. And DeSmith moving the other way.
That high slot tip, it's been close a few different times tonight. Asamoah has it taken away by Fishbook. And
now Mackey plays it back to center. And O'Connor banks it back down to the German zone. Fishbook. Jumps it across the line, drops it off to Nobles. Marcel Nobles. Clevens lost his stick. Nobles moves it back in the corner, plays that back around. Jonas Müller. Looks back across to Wiesmann. Shoots. He was looking for the stick in front of Nobles. Fishbook has it back. Final minute now in the second period. Nobles. In the corner with it. Nobles. Slides that back. Jonas Müller looks across. Crisscrossing with Fishbook there. And Front tried to poke that away at the side of the goal. It's knocked down by Cleven. Wiesmann steps up, squeezed by him. And Peterka's back to pick it up. J.J. Peterka. In for Dominic Cahoon. Jumping in is Cahoon. Slides it back down to Peterka. Peterka goes back to the point. Wiesmann shoots. Dismissed. Save. Rebound. Cahoon couldn't reach it. At the point, Wiesmann had it knocked away. Cahoon. He shot. Benito blocked that and fished it back down the ice. And some English on that. It'll dive before the goal line. Icing waved off as time winds down here in the period. Peterka. And it poked away by Grimaldi. And Perbix just looks at the clock, buys some time, and the United States will go to the dressing room with a 3-2 lead after 40 minutes of play. 20 minutes away, potentially, from a first-ever berth in the gold medal game, the 2023 World Hockey Championship.
Germany 8, USA 9. Laukauksen maalia voitti toisessa erässä Saksa 8, USA 9.
IIHF app. Featuring all statistics of your favorite players, your favorite teams, and real-time game updates at your fingertips. Find the Showverse in the IIHF app. Explore the action and dive into a new digital world. Play and win amazing prizes. Available on all smart devices in multiple languages. The 2023 IIHF app, powered by Skoda. Download it now from the Apple App Store and Google Play.
excuse now.
It's important to stay true to your own integrity and to the values that you believe in.
If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Don't be the one that stands by and lets it happen. I've lived it. I've seen it. And enough is enough.
The very heart of our sport is at stake.
And now it is more crucial than ever to keep asking the questions.
Let's protect the sport we love. Let's protect ice hockey.
We need to speak out. We need to have the difficult conversations. And we need to make a difference now.
You aren't alone. The IIHF is out there to support you.
The puck wasn't across completely the goal line. No goal.
Snow Team. Ja tämä tiimi vapaaehtoisesti valitaan Justus, joka on esimerkillinen ja reipas tekijä ja hoitaa työnsä.
Aiheuttaa vakavan vamman. Oletan valpaan koko pelitapahtuman ajan, myös lämmittelyn aikana ja pelitilanteen päätyessä.
Hey!
After video review, call on the ice is overturned. The puck wasn't across completely the goal line. No goal. It was on the line a little bit. Hey! Hey! No!
In the second ever World Hockey Championship in 1933, the United States beat Canada in a gold medal game. They were rarely played in the early years of the tournament, but there was that year. And now 90 years later, the United States looks for its second ever appearance in a gold medal game.
I have a hard time believing that to be true, although of course it is. It's just amazing, given how good of a hockey playing country the Americans are now.
This format of the playoff round with a gold medal game was instituted in 1992. Neither the United States or Germany have played in a gold medal game since that format was introduced. So a 3-2 lead for the U.S. as we head for the third period.
The U.S. waiting to see who Germany is going to start before making their line selection.
The U.S. the home team, and
they're not gonna let Germany make a change. Look at this.
Yep.
They're making them stick with the 5. Wow. Some games early on. Puck hasn't even dropped yet.
I've not seen that before.
Not allowing a change to start a period.
Okay, boys. Third one, here we go. Okay, there. Stakes down. Go.
And away we go in the third period. Nick Perbix from the Tampere Lightning slips that back ahead. O'Connor pokes at it.
Please be aware of serious injury from pucks.
Back goes Sandberg. Lots of fans with blue and white Finnish jerseys on, but their team knocked out in the quarterfinals yesterday or on Thursday by Canada.
Now, after early icing, I guess Germany can get their preferred matchup, whatever they were trying to do to open the game.
Whatever little chicanery they were trying to pull before that face-off.
We haven't seen that much line matching by really any coaches in the tournament.
Yeah, Andre Tournier, the Canadian coach, has done it and did it extensively today in the game against Latvia. But yeah, Quinn's obviously a National Hockey League coach, who does it a lot. Garland winds up. In on Wiesman. Connor Garland has a look, moves around Wiesman. Back at the point, it goes to Sandberg. In for Perbix. Walks in and shoots. That deflects wide. Here's Peterka. Back to Jonas Muller. Plays it back around to Wiesman. And Tipples moves in. Tipples drops that down for Cahoon. And here's J.J. Peterka. Back in the corner. Tipples had a stick sawed in half. He wanted a penalty call.
He did. Perbix just smashed it in half there in front of the net.
Defense, we are using chipping pucks.
Here's Peterka in center ice with it.
Please return it to the
Looks rink wide for Cahoon. Drops that back to Subaru, who has a goal in this game. Mackey hangs it back around. Here's Gavanka. Sliding it back in. Subaru plays that back, but it skips by Kastner and back out. Grimaldi flips that back down to the American zone. Puck loose in the corner, and Gavanka back with it. Nobles flips that back down, and icing called against Germany.
And the go-ahead goal currently is going to Eyssimont, who sticks with it not once but twice and 3 times to get it past Niederberger to restore the advantage for the U.S. after being given up a 2-0 lead. And Eyssimont welcome back to the lineup after missing the quarterfinals with a suspension for kneeing.
There's Clement a long drive, knocked in by Niederberger. Niederberger's dad, also a German international player, now a member of their federation. Perunovic slides that down, a little bumper pass there for Tuck, and he ripped that high. Here's Benino. Back for Perunovic. Cross he goes to Clevin. He shoots, he ran that wide.
Peppering shots up high, Clevin. Not afraid to shoot to score.
Take back in center ice. Here's Grimaldi with it. Rink wide for Perunovic. Gavanka. Banks that around for the captain, Moritz Miller. Back for Leon Gavanka. At center ice. Kicked ahead by Stahoviak, but the play's offside at the American line.
Let's see. Wojtek Stachowiak, a couple of years at Michigan State, so we'd be familiar with some of the players he's going up against. Later born in Poland, playing for Ingolstadt.
The Roosters. They have some colorful names in the German league.
Yeah. That was a Shark in Cologne.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, I mean, there was the Wolfsburg used to be the Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
No one had a more outrageous name than Landshut. The Cannibals.
It's aggressive.
I always wonder what the jerseys look
Tremendous
like.
third jersey options.
I really don't know what their logo looked like. Tormy with it. Was chipped ahead by Perbix and back down to the German line. Moritz Seider logging major minutes once again here this evening. Moritz Müller has it knocked down by Perbix and flipped back down to the German zone. Justin Schutz goes back. Stachowiak jumps in on Thrun. The puck knocked down by O'Connor. Bangs that back to center for Asimov. Icing was waved off on the play.
A rarity in this game.
Garland. Got pinched into the corner boards by Jonas Muller, but works the puck free.
He's so slippery.
Loose behind the goal, Garland. With his nose over the puck as always. Lays that back to Thrun. Thrun fires, bouncing puck in front, scooped up. Asimov shoots from a sharp angle, stop made by Niederberger. Asimov back with it. Walks out, fires, Niederberger the save. Garland bumped there by Wiesmann, and Sturm has it back. Back goes Sandberg for it. And now Gavanka slides it back across to Wagner. Henry Thrun goes back. Gavanka throws that back in the corner. Thrun picks it off. Gavanka trying to hold the line and skipped over his stick and back down to the German zone. He's being trailed there by Gauthier. Mazer plays that rink wide. It's picked off by Peterka, and the puck bounces into the German bench.
AJ Peterka looking to get loose in this game. He's picked up 1 point. Now has 11 all in the tournament. He's been fantastic. I always think of him in that World Junior when Germany was missing so many players.
Yeah.
Him and Tim Stutzler were playing 27, 28 minutes. And when they eventually got everyone healthy, challenged in the...
They actually gave the Russians all they could handle in the quarterfinals. Stutzler was terrific at that tournament, but they had COVID issues early on. Got manhandled by Canada with a shorthanded roster. But as you mentioned, rallied back, and they feel pretty optimistic about their program to the Germans.
Well, if you were to put their best 20 skaters out there, they would be able to compete with everyone but the very best country.
Yeah, we mentioned 9 Germans playing the NHL this year. 2 goaltenders, Thomas Greiss and Philipp Grubauer. You got Seider on defense. Draisaitl, Stutzler. Pretty good place to start.
Yeah. Nico Sturm had a nice year this year for San Jose.
5.5 gone here in this third period. This game has been a sleepwalk since the first period, which is wild. Peterka drops it back. Tiffels swings that rink wide. Cahoon couldn't get a shot away.
Passed the puck flat there. Tiffels just caromed on him.
Now Tiffels centers a quick chance. Cahoon turned away by the Smith, and he hangs onto the rebound with Peterka looking for loose chain.
It's just so rare that you get a good opportunity. This first 3 rounds he goes awry because Tiffels makes a bad pass. A battle won, and this little pop play is, well, as good of a look as we've seen in a while for Germany. Dominic Cahoon actually stuck a little bit too close to the net. Allows Cahoon to get the shot off. And the Mike Richter-inspired mask of Casey DeSmith. Yeah. There's down another one.
Of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Back at the point, Gavanka passes up a shot, which is rare. Here's Nobles back on it. Right-handed shooting, Gavanka loves to let it go. Bounces back to Nobles. In, fires to Smith. The save, rebound, knocked down by Fishbook. Good pressure here now by Germany. Nobles spins it back down to Schuber, who stepped up. Now move back with Asimov on a race for it with Nobles. And he thought he got there in time. They call icing.
Why
there.
would that be icing?
That's what Asimov was asking.
Asimov was going to get there first and had the inside pass to the hash marks as a good look to Neubles right in the high slot. And you get a sense of what he's looking at. Trying to, boy, almost powered it through the 5-hole.
That gate closed just at the right time.
Now you tell me here, who's got the hash mark first? Asimov. Who's going to get there first? Asimov. It was close, but man, that shot was almost through to Smith.
Shots are 24-17 in favor of the United States as Germany once again gives them a test. U.S. won the round robin meeting 3-2. That sent Germany to an 0-3 record, but then they ran the table against Denmark, Austria, Hungary, and France. Beat Switzerland in their quarterfinal matchup. Gavanka feeds that back, and a hard shot there by Schubel. And Schubel suddenly the offensive threat for the Germans. Down 3-2 here in the third. Here in Tampere, Finland, the second of two semifinals here today. Canada won the earlier one against Latvia. Now the United States with a 3-2 lead over Germany. Instead of a gold medal game that maybe European organizers weren't looking forward to, but
no,
will be welcomed in North America.
Amazing, the U.S. has lost 10 straight semifinal games. It's just...
Here's Tuck with it.
Can't wrap your head around it.
Sider steps up and it's knocked down. Front throws that wide goal. It skipped off the boards on the back of the net. Then they back bar up high. And Sandberg lifts it back down to the German zone. Moritz Sider snaps that across the Tiffles. Bumped down by Cahoon. Herbert. His pocket picked by Peterka. Pass in front, misfired. Moritz Muller. Throw that ahead. Big hit by Muller as he straightened up Mazer at the German bench.
He knew he wasn't going to be able to turn and go with Mazer, so he better dive into him and try to pin him off before he squeezed down the boards. Let me see. Carter Mazer, third rounder to Detroit. Denver Pioneer as well.
Won a national championship there in 2022.
And the coaches have raved about his mature game. They're still pretty young.
Stern out to Elitz and Reisman racing back. Was Tynan to knock that away. Now a lead pass went through the legs of Sormi. And back comes Mazer the other way. Mazer. That drive blocked by Schubert. And Sormis has it back. Samuel Sormis scored a short-handed goal against the United States. The in that round robin meeting. Farrell pokes ahead, knocked away by Tuomi. Picked up by Visma. Across he goes to Jonas Muller. Works in, lets that back in the corner. Stachowiak trying to find it. Got his back up, the puck's in his feet. And moved out by Farrell. Patrick Brown chips that back down. Long shot by Clement, deflects wide. The United States have got up just 10 goals in its 9th game of the tournament. The incoming shoots and rolled off his stick. Felix shoots, has a look, played it back across at the skate of Coronado. Brought up now by Mackey. O'Connor bumped there by Sider. Losing the side of the goal, gathered back up by Tuomi. He was knocked down by Garland.
Grab by Sandberg. That was a rocket pass.
Picked up now by Aceball. He was bumped at center ice. And Tuomi couldn't chip that by Sandberg.
He's been impressive in this tournament. Dylan Sandberg. Second most minutes behind Nick Perbix.
Wagner in behind the goal. Alex Tuck came in on the forecheck. His brother Luke also remember this Team USA roster. He was a healthy scratch today. Better than the last game as Aceball was serving that suspension. Fishbook. Oh, for Castner, it rolled off his stick. What a chance that was, and Castner shaking his head on the way back. And there by Benino. High stick call with 10:23 to go in the third period. What a look that was.
What a nice feed by Fishbook. He's going to go behind the back, but right in the wheelhouse for Castner. Castner is immediately thinking about pulling it to his backhand and forgot to handle it clean. But just rolled up and over his stick. Maybe the first odd man rush we've seen in 25 minutes.
And now, again, David Quinn is arguing with the official about a change.
The refs are right on this one. It was Benino's line out there when he smacked the puck with the high stick.
Castner wins the faceoff back to Nobles. Spins and fires that wide. Grimaldi races to the loose puck. Got a goal disallowed here in the second period that actually would have given him the tournament scoring lead. He was disallowed because it didn't go in. Nobles, nothing nefarious about it. The puck didn't cross the line.
What a tough ruling.
I made that sound worse than it was. Here's Hudson with it. Out to center ice for Grimaldi. To Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier rips that shot off a stick and over the crossbar. Past the midway point now, the third period. Knocked down by Gauthier. Feeds that back down to the American zone. Suber. For Cahoon. Knocked out of the line by Mackey, but that's scooped up by Mazur. Carter Mazur. Trying to feed that back across. It's picked off by Cahoon for Tiffels. In comes Tiffels. Fires to Smith. Makes the stop. The rebound cleared away by Tynan. At the line, Jonas Muller couldn't hold it. Leads it back around for Kai Visma. Cahoon. Rake wide for Tiffels. Now Coronado in on Jonas Muller. Coronado throws it back in front. Good stuff there by Niederberger on the tip by Brown. The United States is milking the clock down here.
Everyone above the puck, defending hard and countering quickly when they can.
This has been the score since the midway point of the second period. The play's called offside. At the American line, 3-2. Team USA leads here in the third. 2 to go in the third period. US had a 2-0 lead less than 5 minutes in. Germany came back to tie it up. US grabbed the lead in the second period. A goal by Michael Asamoah. Seider back across to Moritz Müller. To Moritz Seider. Seider slides that pass down. It's in the feet of Nico Sturm. Back down to Eel. In front collide. He falls. Asamoah back with it. And Thrun swings back for the loose puck. Connor bats at that. And Moritz Müller has it back. If Müller went any further back, he'd be in Helsinki.
Take the space that you can get.
Nobles has that knocked away. Grimaldi. Dancing off the glass and back down to the German zone.
Really good job by the U.S. so far of getting the puck out of their own end. Not always clean, but make sure it gets over the blue line.
Castro winds his way in. Castro drops it back in the middle. Suber with the puck at his feet. Suber to Fishbook. Knocked down by Tuck. And Tuck coming in. He's taken down. Everyone hollering for a penalty there. Castro picks up the loose puck. Seven to go here in the third period. And the shots are 6-4 USA here in the third. Big pass to Tiffels. Drops that back for Cahoon. Dominic Cahoon for Tiffels. Tiffels winds in. Tries to throw that back. That's picked up by Gauthier. Cutter Gauthier winds his way in. Gauthier. That's called offside at the German line.
Ross Grimaldi got the game going early for the Americans. Brilliant second assist on the first goal by Alex Tuck. This was in the first minute of the game. And then shortly after that, and this is old school, slapper, top cheese. And the U.S. was off and running. Another goal that, or another chance that got right to the goal line.
Surprised he hasn't played in Europe.
Yeah.
He'd be a productive player over here.
He's a productive player wherever he goes now. Maybe he likes the life. He played in San Diego this year, which is not a terrible place to ply your trade.
Well, if you're going to be in the American League, yeah, it's pretty good. Coachella Valley in the Palm Springs area, Seattle's American League team.
You got people walking in trying to try out all the time to Coachella Valley.
Please send me down. Jonas Müller plays it back across to Wiesmann. Banks out ahead to Peterka. J.J. Peterka moves in there on Brown. Brown spins it around. Peterka back with it. Throws it back across. Jonas Müller shoots at the goalpost. Reagan right off the pipe. Now Farrell back with it for Team USA. Bumps it back down to the German zone. What a chance that was. Germany's got a couple looks here in the last couple of minutes. Sandberg falls, lifts that back ahead. Moritz Müller chips out at the German line. Hoviat moving across to Sturm. That's lifted back out by Garland. Good look out. Asamoah fell into Niederberger. They're going to call a crease violation on Asamoah.
You should call a crease violation there. Breaking out of the puck with full control.
5:13 to go here in the third. trying to break through here in the third period, which has been no easy task against Team USA, which allowed just 2 third-period goals in 9 games. That's offside at the German line. They had their chances, though, and a moment ago was Jonas Miller hitting them high.
Yeah, you're going to get 2 or 3. You have to try to make good on one of them. Good play by Peterka underneath the coverage, and he just beats the Smith clean. Brings it right off the crossbar. Can't believe it. So close to tying the game. Not going to get, you might get a couple more chances the rest of the game.
Right.
The reality, you just have to find a way to cash one of them.
Nobles drops that back to Schutz. Maybe get a power play here. But the United States plays such a disciplined game. In comes Kastner, drops it back to Nobles. Nobles works that back into Kastner. Centers it for Nobles, taps it back down, shoots with a chance. Oh, what a save by Smith. Sprawl to kick that out, lost his goal stick. And back goes Seider to pick it up, and another close call for Team USA. Now Tynan picks off that pass, flips it back down to the German zone. Tiffels back around with it. Suber goes up to an open corner. Seider has to retreat to pick it up, with Mazer bringing it on him. Brought back out by Peterka. Boone trying to sweep that ahead. He took down Mazer. Here's Tiffels back with it. Spins away from O'Connor. It's stolen back, and O'Connor bumps it back down to the German zone. Kavanka up for Cahoon, centering pass, knocked back down by Sandberg and fed back down to the German zone rather, by Team USA. Here is Peterka with it. Moves around Coronado. Peterka works in and rolls wide of the goal. Herbeck's got to hit back up. At the line, Kavanka has to race back. Feeds that back to Jonas Muller for Kavanka. Stavanka. That's knocked down. Oviak lays that back around. Well, bouncing puck in front goes to Coronado. Inside 3 to go here in the period. Lead pass. Jumping in is Farrell with a drive that goes high. Battles back out. Tuomi can't reach it. And Sandberg slides the puck back across to Mackey. Stahoviak lifts that back to center ice. Finds Sturm with it. Nico Sturm trying to work that freight. 2.5 to go. No movement from Niederberger yet. The German crease are holding him for now. And the puck turned over. Tuck feeds it across to Grimaldi. In he comes. Grimaldi fires. Kicked out by Niederberger. Same place where he scored the goal from.
It's about time for the slapper. And you know, he was thinking, do I go top glove? And Niederberger was thinking the same thing.
Kavanka to Nobles, taps that back to Seider. To the middle of Kavanka that skipped off his stick. O'Connor laces it right back down to the German zone. Inside 2 to go in the third period. USA with a 3-2 lead. Trying to make it last since the midway point of the second. Niederberger inching his way out as Kavanka slides that to Seider. Moritz Seider moves across the Sturm. Here goes Niederberger to the German bench. Extra skater comes on. It's Dominic Cahoon. Point, here's Seider with it. Germany gets it set up. Peterka back for Seider. Has a look across. Kavanka with a drive to split the save. Rebound, loose in front. They score! Marcel Nobles ties the game.
What good work with the goalie out for Germany. They get possession, they won the board battle and got the puck released back to Mo Seider over to Kavanka. We know what kind of damage he can do. And Cahoon keeps the puck alive, and you gotta get it to the far side of the net. And right here, Cahoon just poked it over there through front skates, and Noble's there to slip it home on the back door. through the wickets and in the empty net. The White Bulls ties it up.
The two-time German League Player of the Year.
Look at that.
A mainstay of their national teams.
What a reaction by the bench.
Well, now, I mean, on just their 6th shot of the period, Germany breaks through. It's a 3-3 tie. That's textbook 6-on-5, isn't it?
That's how they do it. Get in the corner, outnumber, get it to the point, go to work in front.
Bouncing puck knocked out by Castor. There's an unforced error to ice it with 1:05 to go. Just the third period goal surrendered by Team USA in the tournament.
The shot from Gavon is a pretty tight angle. But you got to have bodies around there, and the U.S. is trying to tie up, trying to block shots, and there's 3 German defenders and only 2 German attackers, only 2 U.S. defenders. Neufels ties it up.
If overtime is needed, it's 3-on-3 for 10 minutes.
Well, that's all you have to say. We won't get to the shootout that starts beyond that.
Shoots, hammered there by Sandberg. Inside a minute to go now. In the third period, tuck chips out ahead. Now Garland throws that rink wide.
Mo Seider has not come off the ice in the third period.
It doesn't feel like it. Lead pass for Castor. In comes Eel on it. 30 seconds to go in the third. Stahoviak races to it. Stahoviak throws it back in the corner for Sturm. Eel goes to the front of the goal. Jonas Muller plays it back across. Wiesman a shot that deflects wide. Stepping up as Jonas Muller knocks that down from Garland. Coronado bumps it back across as time winds down here, and Germany and the United States will go to overtime in the semifinal at the 2023 World Hockey Championship.
Overtime will follow after a 3-minute intermission. The overtime will be played with 1 goalkeeper and 3 skaters per team. Jälkeen tilanne on tasan. Seuraa 3 minuutin tauon jälkeen 10 minuutin jatkoaika maalista poikki menetelmällä. Jatkoaika pelataan 1 maalivahdilla ja 3 kenttäpelaajalla per joukkue. Shots on goal in the third period. Team Germany 8, Team USA 8. Laukauksen maalia kohti kolmannessa erässä Saksa 8, USA 8.
Here we go into overtime. Just the second time that Germany and the U.S. have played in overtime at the World Championship. The last one was in 2010. Germany won it 2-1. This is the Americans' first overtime game, or second overtime game rather, in the tournament. They beat Sweden in their last game in the preliminary round. It's Germany's first time to OT in the tournament. And now they're playing with house money, really. 3-3 into overtime, 3-on-3 OT.
The good news for the U.S. is that they got to a pretty passive mindset of defending the last 10 minutes of the third period. If they had to continue 5-on-5 play, you have to sort of plug back in. But the fact that it's 3-on-3, you have no choice. It's a different kind of game. So the idea of attacking and skating and trying to score and trying to end the game is inherent in 3-on-3 hockey.
The United States has not won a semifinal game at the World Championship under this format. 10 straight losses.
Germany's played the good teams tough. 1-goal losses to Finland, Sweden, and the U.S. in the round robin. They beat Switzerland, who was the best in Group B in the quarterfinals.
Moritz Seider played 7:44 in the third period, 24-15 overall. He'll start the overtime for Germany.
And I see Nick
Benino.
And I imagine he might be the old face-off get-off.
That's Benino, Grimaldi, Perbix for Team USA. It's Sturm, Peterka, and Seider. And Benino wins the draw, heads off. On comes Tuck. So 3-on-3 overtime for 10 minutes if necessary, and then a shootout. U.S. 9-6 all-time in overtime at the World Championship. Germany 3-5. Tuck drops that back to Grimaldi. Tuck fell in the corner.
Knocked the net off.
Knocked the net off, and so the face-off will come outside.
Well, that's a good break for Germany because it was full possession, which we know is so hard to come by in 3-on-3. Tuck just lost track of his spacing and flipped the post. Now face-off outside.
The Champions Hockey League unveiled some rule changes this week, and some others are considering. One would be you can't regroup in overtime, like you can't cross back over center ice when you have the puck.
Some interesting ideas. So they'll experiment and see how they go. Including, no matter what happens on a power play, you get the full 2 minutes, no matter how many goals you might score.
Right.
Like the 2 is like a 5.
Moritz Miller. Back across to Kastner. Lead pass to Nobles. He scored the tying goal late for Germany. Nobles walks in. Crisscrossing there with Moritz Miller. Nobles drops that back for Kastner. Maximilian Kastner regroups here.
I wonder how judicious Germany will be with their attacks.
In comes Miller. Walks right in, shoots to Smith the save. Rebound jumps high in the air. Miller taken down by Tynan. Chance now for Lane Hudson. Hudson works in. In on Kastner. Lane Hudson.
He is shifty.
What a move there. Gauthier comes on for Team USA. Kastner steps into Hudson. Walks out of the corner. Walks right in. Feeds across to Gauthier. Shoots! And Niederberger got a piece of that. Mazur with it. Carter Mazur. Poke check there by Nobles. And the puck at center ice got away from Wiesman. Gauthier plays it back. Both teams changing here. In comes Gauthier. Winds in, fires. Save made by Niederberger, and Seider clears out the rebound. At center ice, Sandberg has it back for Team USA. O'Connor drops it back for Coronado. In comes Coronado. Feeds that back. O'Connor fires. It goes off the end of the stick of Niederberger.
Just got a piece of it.
O'Connor back with it.
Germany's got to try to gap up a little bit. They are sitting back inside their own end.
2 to go, or 2 gone here rather in the overtime as Coronado winds in, drops it back for Grimaldi. Rocco Grimaldi spins back, being forced there by Sturm. Perbix back with it. Here is Grimaldi. USA changing as Tuck comes on. He drops that back for Perbix. Seider remains out there. And away comes Grimaldi around Peterka. Rocco Grimaldi jumps in across the line, gets a step, but Peterka stays with him, drops it back. Tuck shoots. Niederberger save. Rebound loose in front. That's knocked down and brought away. Seider jumps up. U.S. is changing as Seider works in. He'll peel back as the Germans need a change as well. Kastner was calling for it, but Peterka moves away from Tuck, his Buffalo Sabres teammate. Kastner spins back with it. Three gone in the overtime period. Away comes Nobles. Marcel Nobles works in on Tynan. Nobles crisscrossing there with Kastner. Feeds that back to Gavanka. Gavanka threads it for Nobles. Back for Gavanka. Bouncing puck. He was poked at by Mazur. And Mazur back on it. Gavanka fell. In comes Hudson with it. He'll spin back. And the Germans will start a change here. Hudson trying to take advantage. Winds in. Gauthier comes on. Hudson. Winds in. Nifty move. Gets in. Poke check there. As Noble's got a stick on him. Gavanka. Lead pass for Cahoon. He falls, and a chance now for the U.S. Hudson winds in, fires, whistle that high. And the puck goes back to center ice. Germans are changing. In comes Connor Gauthier. Walks right in, shoots. Niederberger the save.
Oh, slick hands by Gauthier and an exhausted Gavanka,
who remains out there. Tiffels pokes at it. And Sandberg retreats to pick that up. The Germans get their tired players off the ice. In comes Sandberg. Moving in on Sturm. Sandberg winds back, feeds that back to Coronado. Coronado in the corner with it. Took it away from Peterka. Walks right out and fires. Niederberger save. Here's O'Connor back on it. Scoop back up. Moved ahead by Peterka with Nico Sturm. In comes Sturm. Being watched there by Sandberg. He waits for help to arrive from Jonas Miller. U.S. changing now. Shots are 6-1 USA in the overtime period. Soramis shoots. That goes just wide. And a race for it now. Jumping up is Grimaldi. As he moves in on Soramis. Grimaldi drops. Perbix shoots. That was blocked by Soramis. And Perbix back with it. Crisscrossing with Tuck. Past the midway point of the overtime period. Grimaldi lays that back to Perbix. Perbix with it. Winds his way in. And scooped up by Kastner. Maximilian Kastner out along with Nobles. Works back in, dropped that back. Nobles couldn't find it. And now Seider retreats to pick it up and drops that back across to Nobles. To Seider. Germany gets a change in, and not been a whistle yet here. As Seider winds in, drops it across. Tipples works in. Oh, it calls across the top of the net. Dick Smith got just a piece of it, and the puck wound up crawling on the top of the goal.
Finally, Germany attacks with some speed, and the poke check from the Smith goes up his stick, off his head, and onto the top of the net where he gets a whistle. The Smith hasn't had any action in front of him. It's all been down in front of Niederberger. That is just so crafty by Gauthier. You got to respect the shots, and then he walks right through you. Sort of been a bend but don't break philosophy for Germany in overtime.
Now Sturm for the face-off against Coronado. It's won by Germany. Peterka drops that back to Moritz Miller. Inside 4 to go in the overtime. Move back through center ice. And now Sturm has to regroup for Germany.
I almost wonder if Germany would just be willing to sit behind the net for 3 minutes.
They'd probably take a shootout.
Shootout, yeah.
Sturm winds in now for Germany. Sturm comes in. Bumped there by Sandberg. O'Connor has Coronado streaking ahead. Lead pass for Coronado. Knocks that down in front of Moritz Miller.
Well, bad change by Germany. They weren't ready to come off the bench.
Coronado drops it back. Hudson walks in, back across. Coronado holds, drops it back. That shot fired by O'Connor, deflects wide. Germans almost caught there.
They almost blew it. Soramis wasn't ready to go. And a quick 3-on-2 developed because of it.
.245 to go in overtime. And Cahoon swings back with it.
Both siders got Mazer.
Tiffels works in. Tiffels with a step. Shoots, scores! Frederick Tiffels, overtime winner, and Germany has shocked the United States. And for the United States, absolute heartbreak in a tournament they had dominated.
What a goal by Tiffels. Absolutely dances, gets a little space to the side, and then rings one over the shoulder of Casey DeSmith. He's got a little bit of a step on Gauthier, and the inside, outside. You need your goaltender to stop that, but that's a great shot right over the shoulder.
And Germany will play in a gold medal game for the first time. What a stunning result. And for the United States, it's another semifinal loss.
Absolute heartbreak. Even though the game was close, it seemed like the U.S. was always in control. Was never going to lose this game.
They were 8-0 and outscored the opposition 37-8. They gave them a tying goal late in the third period. The Germans had the goaltender out.
Look at this celebration.
And Frederick Tiffels, the 28-year-old.
Look at the German bench right now.
A Pittsburgh 6th-round pick, former player at Michigan State, or Western Michigan rather, in the NCAA.
He turned on the Jets.
Did he ever? Wow.
To think where we were after 4 minutes in this game.
The United States led 2-0 in this game. 3 minutes and 56 seconds in. And will now play for bronze tomorrow against Latvia.
Wow.
We're going to get the player of the game presentations here, then the top 3 players for each team, and then the German national anthem in an absolutely stunning result in Tampere.
The best players of each team will be awarded with the official watch by T-Sot, official timekeeper of the 2023 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. Vuoden 2023 IIHF jääkiekon MM-kisojen virallinen ajanottaja T-Sot palkitsee kummankin joukkueen parhaan.
And you just get the sense that the players of the United States can't believe this. I mean, it's
no. Head of Sales Finland, T-Sot Suomen myyntijohtaja Casimir Lindström. Prize for Team Germany is presented by Saksan palkinnon jakaa Marketing Manager Finland, T-Sot Suomen markkinointipäällikkö Kati Hietaniemi.
Tiffels for that goal alone. Man.
Best player of Team USA, USA paras pelaaja, number 10, numero 10, Drew O'Connor.
Drew O'Connor, the player of the game for Team USA.
Best player of Team Germany, Saksan paras pelaaja, number 35, numero 35.
He had to. Outshot 33-26 in the game. And to rally after the shaky start as well.
His dad, a long-time German international. Never got a chance to do what he'll do tomorrow, playing a gold medal game at the World Championship.
Already done something they've never done, is get the silver locked up.
The award of the 3 best players of each team of the tournament will be presented.
And now the top 3 players for each team.
Palkitaan joukkueiden 3 parasta pelaajaa tässä turnauksessa. The 3 best players awards are selected by each team. Joukkueet ovat valinneet 3 parasta pelaajansa. The 3 best players of Team USA are USA:n 3 parasta pelaajaa ovat number 1, Casey DeSmith.
Virtually unbeatable, Casey DeSmith.
TJ Tynan.
Top scorers in the tournament, Alex Tuck was terrific as well. And now they'll play for a bronze tomorrow against a motivated Latvian team.
Really tough few hours ahead for the U.S. So disheartened about coming up short in a game that you were in control of. In a tournament where you were excellent. Best team up to this point.
By a lot.
The 3 best players of Team Germany are Saksan 3 parasta pelaajaa. Number 6, Kai Wisman.
Wiesman piling up the points.
53, Moritz Seiden. Number 78, 78,
Germans were the lowest seeded team out of the preliminary round. beat Switzerland in the quarterfinal, beat the USA in the semis, and will face Canada for gold tomorrow. And to get a player the caliber of Seider makes all the difference.
Everything for that team.
The national anthem of the winning team, Germany. Arvoisa yleisö, jos pystyt, pyydän nousemaan ylös, ottamaan hatun päästäsi, kuulemaan voittajajoukkue Saksan kansallishymni. The 2023 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship tournament will continue tomorrow in Nokia Arena at 3:20 p.m. with a bronze-medal game Team USA against Team Latvia. Welcome. Vuoden 2023 IIHF jälkeen MM-kisat jatkuvat huomenna Nokia-areenalla bronssiottelulla USA-Latvia kello 15:20. Tervetuloa.
ending in overtime. How close did a win feel today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were in control most of the game. It's just disappointing we were right there. You know, they scored that goal late. Thought we had a lot of chances in overtime, a lot of good looks. So, fortunately, they didn't go in. And, you know, credit to them, they played well and they deserve it.
Up until this point, USA had gone undefeated. You now have to reset for a chance to win bronze in 24 hours. How do you regroup as a team?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's tough. Obviously, we're pretty disappointed. We want to be playing for a gold medal tomorrow, but, you know, I think we're still playing for a medal, so obviously that's huge for us. So, you know, we're going to regroup and do our best tomorrow.
You'll face Latvia for a chance to win bronze. They've never won a medal at a world championship. What are you expecting from the Latvians?
Yeah, I think they're going to be hungry. Like you said, they haven't won, so they're going to be really excited for that. So it'll be a challenge for us, but like I said, we got to regroup and get ready for it.
Good, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Fredrik, you battle back, force overtime. Tomorrow morning, you'll wake up with a chance to win a gold medal. How are you feeling right now?
Unbelievable, to be honest. I'm missing the words to describe it. Yeah, just an unbelievable effort from everyone. And I don't even know if it's the first time to go for a gold medal, but it's, yeah, as I said, unbelievable.
Matthias Niederberger, your goalie, also huge in this one. What did you think of his performance tonight?
Just like every game, he sometimes stands on his head and he gives us a chance to win every single night. And he did the same thing tonight again, and no wonder he was the best player today.
You'll be facing Canada for a chance to win gold. What would it mean to you to have a gold medal around your neck tomorrow, and what are you expecting from the Canadians?
Yeah, I think it would mean everything to me. I don't even know if you think, or ever dream about it, because it seems so far, you know. But now we have the chance, so we're going to go for it.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Nu starten vi. Anders Pregame. Ja, så er det jo med. Wat er met moet ik dan doen?
Im Club und alle können mal singen weiter. Kennt ihr diesen Arzt Entertainment-Moment, wenn ihr im Club seid, wenn es einfach mal voll Schuh ist und einfach nur eskaliert? So genießt man das Leben. So schön.
In multiple languages, the 2023 IIHF app, powered by Skoda. Download it now from the Apple App Store and Google Play.
happen, you have to make them happen. Pay instantly for those early bird tickets and get front row happen. Sharing the costs? Send money to your friends in seconds and make that surprise happen. Pay super fast for that super special gift and make super happy kid happen. Open a current account today and handle your payments.
To keep asking the questions.
Let's protect the sport we love. Let's protect ice hockey.
We need to speak out. We need to have the difficult conversations, and we need to make a difference now.
You aren't alone. The IIHF is out there to support you.